G'day everyone and welcome back to another episode of Hardcore Out of Ore. I've been thinking, I have been thinking, I've been moving a little bit of dirt off camera, as you can see, sitting over here. And we're only getting it's all dirt. It's all dirt. So every load that I do is basically a dead load, and we're not getting any money out of it, which I mean is to be expected while we're taking the top off of this area here. But because I'm not allowed to tunnel as part of the rules, then we're kind of a little bit stuck on having to remove this area here, which is fine. I don't mind because I don't mind doing the driving. The problem is that we're basically it's sort of dead money. So we're using fuel and stuff like that to load all of this, and every scoop is not making us any money, which with our rules is a little bit difficult. You can see that we've got a lot of dirt in here. Now all of this dirt, I don't believe there's really anything in this dirt. I may be wrong, but what I don't want to do is I don't want to just run. I don't want to run all of this dirt through, and be wasting our money basically on fuel running the generator. So there's really no point in doing that and running that through. You can see we've got about 399 pay dirt out of this area here, which is going to give us some gold and stuff like that, which is fantastic. But it's only in very, very, very small amounts. So we've got a couple of options, and one of those options is, well, I've definitely got to move down there and start pulling some of this pay dirt out, which is what we might do today. The other thing that I can do is we've got a fair bit of pay dirt in here. Now, I'm not sure exactly how deep this pay dirt goes, but we could start cutting in here and going through there and clearing all that out as well, which would, and then eventually that there will become part of this big pit anyway. So that's a thing there, because you can see the pay dirt is pretty low down here. So I think at this point in time, rather than come through here and remove all of this, I reckon I might start removing this in this episode here. Now, you guys might think I'm mad. Maybe I am, but let's see what we can do in regards to doing that, and see what we can come up with, because we're definitely going to need this pay dirt. So we'll do a couple of runs and then I'll turn the generator on, and start sort of chewing up the fuel and everything. So I think if we roll down here and we start kind of rolling in here somewhere. This here is just dirt. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm not even going to dump it in the hopper. I'm just going to dump it over here for now. We will have to move it again at some point in time, but when we're making a little bit more money, then that'll be a sort of more reasonable proposition. Down on fuel again. Now we're going to start getting some pay dirt out of here. So if we work our way through there, then I think we'll be pretty good actually. So let's see how we go anyway. Hope everybody is well. Thank you again for your comments, and thank you for your likes and your views. Just going to remove that because it's quite annoying. Let's go over and refuel. I think. Try and get this fueled up. There we go. We are fueled up and ready to go. And I'll have to smooth this little bit out as well at some point in time. So let's dig straight into here and get some of this pay dirt out of the ground, and hopefully get a little bit of money out of it so we can progress a little bit. So down we go. And as I said, it will actually become part of our open pit anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Considering that this hopper's stuck here as well, and we're not allowed to move that as part of the rules, then I'm going to have to sort of stay away from that a little bit and still have a little bit of access to, or basically have full access to it. So, but yeah, this is all money. This is all money in the ground. So I think we're going to have to get out here and smooth stuff a little bit, but that's okay. We can do that. We have the roller now. So we'll throw that in there. I'll just turn that off, and we'll go and fire up this generator, and start processing this stuff. So let's flick him on. Let's go in here and flick him on. Get that moving. Grab our shovel really quickly and just give this a little bit of a pat out through here, and we'll start sort of working our way in there. Beautiful. All right, lovely. Let's get into this, and that should be processing now, which it is, and we're pulling some good pay dirt out of there. So that's what I wanted to do, is get that pay dirt out, and it looks like it does go pretty deep. So there's no point in the initial stages just ignoring this. And we certainly wouldn't want to build anything on here, because why would you build something on top of money? You know, you wouldn't build it on top of cash. So we're going to be doing a little bit of digging here and seeing what we can actually pull out of the ground as well, which is really, really cool. See what kind of profit we can make in one single episode. Now, I may have made a mistake on. I may have made. I know. I make sort of a few excuses and stuff about work being really stressful and me being a bit brain dead and stuff. But I may have only taken out, and I will have to go and check back. And if that's the case, I will rectify it. But I may have only taken 1% or charged myself 1% when I purchased stuff last episode. I'm not sure about that. I think I probably did, so I'll go through and check that up, and if that's the case, I should have charged 10%. I should have charged myself 10%, which is what the rules are, so there we go, get you out there. Beautiful. So, excuse me, sorry. So I will go back there and check on that anyway. There we go. It's just the old brain farting. It may have been when I purchased that roller, actually, mightn't it? Alright, so I reckon this is probably almost the last bit of pay dirt there. So I don't want to go any further at this point in time. We'll cut it off there, that's fine. And we'll scrape this layer out, get in there and go down another layer as well until we work a ramp down and work our way in. So there we go, lovely. Down here we go, get into there a little bit as well. And we'll get ourselves a little bit of room for maneuverability and stuff. And we can start ramping down. Alright, lovely. Lovely. Still absolutely loving this game. Just always looking forward to it. I'm trying not to overdo it. Hence only sort of 2 videos a week. Because the last thing that I would want to do is burn myself out on it, and with my sort of limited play on it, I'm actually not doing that. So I'm achieving not burning myself out on it, because it can be easy. For me, it can be easy for me to burn myself out on a game and to overplay it, and that would be the last thing that I would want to do. I really look forward to actually like recording these episodes and stuff, so I don't want to miss out on that. Making myself a few bumps and stuff here, but that's okay. We'll sort it out. We can get the roller in there if we need to, but we kind of don't really need to, because We want to dig it all out anyway. There we go. I'll only get it down there if it becomes too much of a problem. Which sometimes it can, if you're trying to level, it can anyway. So, there we go. Should be alright, because you just get those bumps and then all of a sudden your bucket bumps up over the level that you want to sort of level out in. There we go. There. Dump you. Beautiful. Beautiful. We should see a little bit of gold coming out of this. So a little bit of money. Not what we'll eventually see once we get full on into this series, and we've been running at it for quite a while. But I am glad you guys are enjoying this hardcore series. And I'm definitely glad that we made it harder, thanks to you guys, obviously, and all of your suggestions and stuff like that. It's definitely made it a little bit more exciting, because as you're all aware, those of you that are watching this series, I was a little bit disappointed at how easy it seemed. So, not selling dirt, absolutely brilliant idea. Because we could have had with all the dirt we've pulled out of here, we could have had quite a lot of really good equipment already. So, there we go, lovely. Alright. Let's take this one out here. Move him out. I might smooth everything out just a little bit as well. In a sec. Just take that chunk out there. Now we've got a little bit of dirt in there, but that's okay. Alright. And up there. Cool. We'll turn him off and we'll see how we're going so far. Just with that little bit, a little bit, not too bad. I think we're pulling a fair bit out of there. We've still got 399 pay dirt in there. I don't know why I don't want to process dirt. Return. Let's get rid of that dirt. Should be processing pay dirt. Why aren't we processing pay dirt? Consume. Thank you very much, sir. All right, lovely. So we did have a bit go through, didn't we? Yeah. See, we've pulled some ores out of there, which is good. Again, it's it is the rules that I can't sell dirt, and I'm only allowed to sell raw ores. That's the reason why I'm storing dirt over here, because I need somewhere to put it at the moment. Like, I desperately need somewhere to put it, so I'm throwing it all in there for now. It's a cheap storage solution basically for us. But yep, processing all of that, that's really, really good. Let's just give this a little bit of flatten out just to make it a little bit easier to cut. There we go. I think that'll be all right. Bring that down. Just flatten this out as well. Lovely. Did I just hear a tree fall? If a tree falls in the forest and nobody's there to hear it, isn't that what they say? Did it really fall? Look at that. That's coming out all right, isn't it? That's a good chunk of money right there. Right there. Just in that little bit that we've cut out there, we've basically got ourselves 511 clumps of gold ore. So that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. Very, very happy with it. It will be very good to actually eventually have an excavator and a dump truck running in here, or an excavator and maybe some conveyors. We'd have to see how we went. Now, I'm not allowed to relocate this hopper. I can modify the plant. I'm not allowed to move it anywhere else on the map, but I can modify it, and but I should be allowed to, and correct me if I'm wrong, I should be allowed to move the generator, right? Should be allowed to move the generator if I need to, because it's something that I could hitch up to the bucket with a chain and lift it and move it. So yes, I'm going with that. So if we do decide that we're moving, or that I want to run some conveyors in here, then I can certainly move the generator to suit that. So, all right, down we go. Good chunk out of there. So this is going to be really good. This is actually going to be really, really good. I mean, we've got 83 grand sitting in our account. We obviously don't have a bank loan, but any profits that we do make, we're having quite a considerable chunk coming out. So there we go. Go in and get this here, I think. Don't know what I hit there. I don't know what I hit that threw me around a little bit. It's almost like I hit a big rock or something. Alright, up we go there. Dump you in there. And keep it moving. Keep it moving. Keep the money rolling in, right? Okay. So just drop him down there, and we'll find the right spot there. Yep, that'll be good. A little bit of dirt going through there. Feels to me like this hopper actually has preference to dirt, so it'll run dirt through before it runs pay dirt through. Thank you very much. Straight back through with I'm recording this after watching an episode of Clarkson's Farm Season 4. We watched episode 3 tonight, so trying not to binge watch that and just watching a couple of episodes a week. So I think the whole Season 4 has been released, which is really, really cool. We're really enjoying it. If you guys watch Clarkson's Farm, let me know. Let me know what you think of it. Well, if you're watching it, you obviously enjoy it, but I'm absolutely loving it. Absolutely loving it. All right. Lovely. I'm gonna have to check on how the generator fuel is going as well. I think we had a pretty decent amount. I reckon we put 10,000 litres in last time. Let the auto save happen. The terrain manipulation. There we go. Bring him down. And in we cut. Beautiful. I don't think I regret this at all, and if we need to continue taking that hill out, we can go around the side here, which will be perfectly fine. There we go. Because I did blast a big hole in this in that mountain, and all I got was dirt right down that hole, and I can't remember how many sticks I put down there, but it certainly there certainly wasn't anything down there. Just get him out. I know I got a little bit of dirt there, but I wanted to clean out that bit of pay dirt. We need every little bit. That might be like three nuggets or something. Or 3 pieces of ore anyway. Just in that little bit that little chunk that I just took out. So we need to make sure we get the lot of it. Alright. Cool. Probably going to get to the point in a minute where we cut through here as well. There we go. Dig our way in here. Going to have to do a little bit of a 3-point turn here to get out of here. That's okay. We just need to follow this pay dirt for now. We do have a lot of coal still sitting in the ground in that other little open pit where we started, but we will get into that. But I want to sort of keep everything going down at a relatively even level, if you know what I mean. I think that's probably the neatest way to do it. So I want to sort of ensure that I keep that going. Right, there we go. More pay dirt here. Now I'm not sure exactly how far this goes. I think we might be getting close to finding dirt again, but just on the surface, just a little bit of surface dirt, which will be okay. We can sort of we can certainly cope with that and deal with that. But there we go. Nice. It's actually a pretty good clean out, this, isn't it? It's I'm pretty happy with it so far. Not happy with how I went down a little bit too far on that, but you know, I probably should be using my GPS a little bit better rather than eyeballing it. But I do kind of enjoy eyeballing it as well. I'd like to get to the point where I can just eyeball it without a GPS. That would be really, really nice. And the GPS is good if you want to flatten stuff out, but it's not overly fantastic if you've got a lot of bumps and stuff in the ground. So I was just stopping there for a you guys know it, a nice sip of coffee. Let's maybe... No, I won't do that. I'll do it from this side. And we'll use this as the ramp when the time comes. There we go. That should be alright. Yeah, just a little bit of dirt there. Not much at all. Just that surface dirt with the grass growing in it. Lovely. It's good. So I didn't know, and you know, I am from the other side of the world. I didn't realise that Scandinavia was actually quite a warm place during summer and stuff. So yeah, that was interesting to find out. Thanks to you guys who commented on that. You guys who have come from that part of the world. It was just really interesting to find that out, you know. It's just a way of, you know, finding out more about other countries and stuff. You know, you just assume, and I assumed that it was Scandinavia and it was going to be bloody cold all the time. So yeah, it was nice to hear about that. But you know, camping and all that type of stuff, and some areas have like a lot of daytime sunlight, so it's pretty interesting. And that's one of the beauties, isn't it, of doing something like this, and you know, speaking to people and having people watch from all over the world. You can find out all these really interesting little tidbits that you never knew about, you know, about places that you've never been to. So, you know, I'm not geographically dense, but you know, there are some places like Scandinavia that I don't know too much about. So is looking good. Looking good. Actually, I might leave this sitting up here for a sec. And we'll... oh, it's fuel low already. Hardcore. Costs us a fair chunk in fuel. All right, lovely. How are we going here? We've got those little bits of pay dirt going through. We'll shut him off. Yep, all gone. Let's shut this fella off. Just to be tight asses and conserve our fuel, which is not a silly thing to do, to be honest. We really do need to save every penny that we possibly can while we're doing this hardcore mode, which again is a pretty exciting thing. So let's have a squiz at what we've got here, and we'll sell some of this off. We've got gold, ruby, silicon, and diamond, and we'll sell this stuff off. See how we go. Sell. So diamond ore 7567. 7567. We've got our gold ore, which is 40,383. 4383. So it wasn't a bad decision, was it, to dig that area out? Ruby 16968. 16968. And a little bit of silicon ore, 8518. 8518. So that's a grand total of 73,436, which is again a really really good thing considering what we're doing, and considering our rules, and that we can only sell that. So pretty happy with that. We do need to hand off. Sorry, I've got a really itchy eyeball for some reason. We do definitely need to hand off what is it, our 25%, which is going to the bank. So pretty sure it was our 25%, wasn't it? So what's our 25% anyway? Times 25% equals $18,359. $18,359. Let's go to the bank. Let's transfer. How much are we depositing? That's our company funds. Deposit to company. We are going to deposit 18,359. 18,359, which is our 25%. Which was our 25% is based on is basically based on what we sell. So, which again is part of the hardcore rules. So, that pays for our land lease. So let's confirm that has gone over, back home again, and out of there. So there you go. That's pretty cool. And we've got to pay for more fuel again for that. And we're getting this chunk out of here, which is really good. I mean, that's obviously made us a little bit of money this episode. So I think probably a total of let's see, if we took 18,000 off, then we're looking at about 55 grand that we made out of that. So, which is a pretty bloody good thing. So anyway, I am going to leave this episode here, guys. We'll continue cleaning all of this out. Looks like we can go right through here as well. which is really good. So we'll clean that out as well. We'll continue cutting through here, and judging by, you know, you can see the dirt level there, but judging by what we've got in here, we've got quite a bit of dirt coming through here. That's quite discolored, isn't it? What is it? It's just pay dirt. It's just discolored pay dirt. Maybe it was I don't know. Maybe it was just a shadow or something. It just looked a little bit discolored. So we'll remove all of this stuff. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next episode of hopefully in the next episode of my season 2 series, because I know a lot of you guys watch that as well. But if you're only watching the hardcore series, check it out. Check out my other one, and come and join us for all of the fun. Thank you so much, guys. I will see you all next time. Bye.